Hi, everybody. Welcome to our November edition of our Instagram Live. As always, I'm Felix, the founder of Tarmac Works and Tarmac Cards. If you're just joining, please give us a wave, as always, just to make sure the sound is coming off okay. And then we'll get started in a minute. Thank you. All right, let's get started. As always, we have quite a bit of things to go through. One of the biggest thing for us is our 10th anniversary. So obviously, this is a huge milestone for us. Always getting into a double digit, as I always say, it's almost like raising a child, and this child has become 10 years old. We're still young, I would say, as a company, as a brand, but we're going into our sort of teenage years and kind of like figuring out in terms of long term what kind of a person, what kind of a brand we are, and I think we have done that quite well in terms of positioning, in terms of identifying what our brand kind of stands for, what kind of cars we offer, what kind of things, creative things, ideas that we like to do. It seems like a long time ago, to be really honest with you. Starting Tarmac Works, but it has been such a incredible ride, especially with all the people that have been in this journey with us. Not only the Tarmac team, as also the Tarmac team has really grown since day one. We have almost like 20 people right now, and working from not only the Hong Kong office, we have people working from home, working from Macau, working from Portugal, working from Australia, working from Canada. So it is really a worldwide team. I always believe that if the team is passionate enough, then they have this passion for doing the model cars and also the trading cards brand. They can be anywhere. It doesn't mean that we have to be in Hong Kong. And thanks to COVID, we've kind of got used to working from home or working online with each other. So having that said, again, has been a really long and really fun, really meaningful journey. But we're just getting started, right? So the first few years were especially challenging. I think figuring out sort of the production, the marketing, the sales channels, QC always, especially in the first few years. Still a lot of things to be improved for sure, and we understand that. So looking forward to the next 10 years, next 20 years to come. There are a lot of different projects that we're kind of discussing already right now. The first 10 years, I think it was kind of the goal was to establish the brand and to make sure that we actually can last that long. I don't think myself or anyone else in the team kind of thought about that when we first started, to be really honest with you. The next 10 years, I think, is really about sort of growing the brand. How can we grow this brand into a truly global brand, a truly worldwide brand? It's not going to take a day or two. It's not going to take a month or even a year. It's going to be a continuous kind of effort to really establish the brand and to be seen not only, I think, in the model car community, and this is something that a personal goal of mine is to kind of reach out to other communities, other industries, and for them to kind of get to know us, and sort of expanding also our product line and also collaborating with a lot of different brands, not only in the car industry, but maybe in fashion, maybe in other kind of industries. So this is something that for sure is something that I would love to do, and is also something that I want us to kind of stand apart from the others, to be considered a worldwide brand, to be considered a brand that can do a lot of different things and not sort of like a one-trick pony. So this is something that we will strive to do. And of course, with the 10th anniversary, we are planning different things, products-wise, cars-wise, events-wise for this occasion. We're going to be celebrating kind of throughout the year. One of the things that I'm hoping that we can do is to throw a big party in September next year to be in line in the same kind of time with the Hong Kong Toy Car Salon, so that for people who are coming to Hong Kong overseas, they're welcome to join our party. There will be, of course, very special items for this particular party, and this is something that we're kind of have already started planning. So again, more to come, but just want to give a big shout out to our team, our partners, our supplier in the factory, and I think, of course, a huge shout out to the collectors. No matter if you've been with us since day one or you've just joined us kind of recently, thank you for all the support. Thank you for spending your hard-earned money to even buy one car or multiple cars. We hope that our products will excite you, and it will continue to excite you. And this is something that, again, is something that we want to strive for the next 10, 20, 30, whatever number of years for Tarmac Works. So that's that for the 10th anniversary. Let's go to some event recaps. We have very busy October and November. Starting off with IDE, which is the Indonesia Diecast Expo. We launched a couple of special edition products. One being the Hannah Burton special parallel card. So the Hannah Burton card, we'll talk about it a little bit later. It will be released next month, but we made a very special orange parallel card that we launched it in IDE, and it was very, very well received. Sold a lot of them. Another product that we launched was the Hello Kitty Vertex S15, which again we'll talk about it a little bit later on in this IG Live. Basically, the Hello Kitty car was sold out at IDE. Was very, very well received. I think the particular car itself, and of course the Hello Kitty brand, has always been very, very popular with us. Moving on from that was just a week and a half ago was the 71st Macau Grand Prix. Again, one of our biggest events of the year. Macau is a very special race for myself and the team. And this year, to celebrate our 10th anniversary, we actually title sponsored two Audi R8 LMS, working with our friends at Uno Racing. We had two cars. The first car being the number 10 Kuromi R8, driven by Ed Fong. He was actually the only Hong Kong driver in the GT3 race. Number 10 being our 10th anniversary, so it had a little bit something special in that as well. The second car was a Cyber Formula livery car driven by James Yu. This was James' first time in Macau, and this year kind of unfortunate because of the weather was pretty dreadful. So with Macau, as always, if you go in for the first time, it's very, very difficult to manage the track as well as the weather. But he did a really great job, especially on the dry weather. He was improving every single lap, even during the race. So I think there's a very bright future with him. And one thing to note is that James is one of the Audi Sport Asia factory driver. So he definitely has tons of potential. Very young guy, very, very nice guy. Really glad to work with James. And of course, our friend with Italy. This is our third year kind of driving and collaborating together. Like I said, the GP weekend was very, very challenging. There was an accident even during the practice session on Thursday. The team spent the whole night fixing the car and finally got the approval from FIA so that we could go out in qualifying. And then there were a lot of incidents and accidents during the qualification race and the race itself, but very fortunate that both cars kind of made it through the weekend. And Yes, and of course we had a booth outside selling a lot of different merchandise from Kuromi side and the Cyber Formula side. This year we try to expand also into some of the other different merchandise as well. So we had the model cars, we had the T-shirts. We also had like a Kuromi plush, which was completely sold out. So yeah, the booth was pretty amazing. We also had a couple of signing autograph sessions, not only the drivers, Adley and James, but Mr. Karamori-san, all the way from Japan. He is the original creator of the Cyber Formula series, which started 33 years ago. And he was on site to kind of see his design kind of made to life on to the R8 LMS. He actually came to the pits and actually stayed with the car for a good half hour or 45 minutes, kind of studying the car, both inside and outside. He signed his name and even like had a drawing inside the R8 MLS, which was quite special. So definitely, this was a very memorable weekend for everyone involved. So, and again, I like to give a big thanks to the Sanrio team, to the Cyber Formula team, to Uno Racing, to our partners at the IXO Models for also sponsoring the car, and everyone in the team that was involved. Also the Macau team, Enzo and June, for supporting the selling booth. It's very, very difficult, especially in this weather, to be outdoors for 4 days. So huge thanks to that team. And also, of course, lastly, big thanks to all the collectors who lined up. They started lining up, I think, right at like 6 a.m. or 5:30 a.m. All the way to when we opened at 9, and people were standing in line for like 3 hours. We try to manage that with having 2 booths this year, but unfortunately, fortunately there was a huge line, but still, we hope to improve that next year. But again, huge thanks to everyone who came to the booth to support with all the products. Basically all of the event special editions were sold out. Even all the merch were basically sold out. So it was really, really amazing weekend. That does it for the events. Finally, I think we can finally take a breather in December. There are a couple of local events here in Hong Kong that we're going to attend but not participate in. So we're looking forward to that. There's the Grade 10 card show in Hong Kong in a couple of weeks, I think. And then the amazing toy show as well. So in Hong Kong. Upcoming news, a little bit of update for the Tarmac Works Owners Club. I think we've kind of mentioned it before. We're going to have some changes for the TWC this year. The membership, of course, will stay put, will still go on. The membership of 2024 will be extended. Normally it ends on December 3rd, but we're going to extend that till December 23rd. We'll announce all the details a little bit later on social media. The new membership will go on sale on January 1st. The big difference here this year is that the membership will not come with a model car. So you're just going to buy the membership itself. Obviously, the cost will be a lot lower. And then you still get some of the savings, discounts, and redemption program points, bonus points, and also the 24-hour window to buy the special editions and the monthly release. So the model cars will be moved on to what we call the MOM program, which is the members only model. And the first MOM for the new membership will be a Koenigsegg Agera RS. This is the packaging for that, and this is the car. This is the Koenigsegg Agera RS. This is actually a we worked tooling, so it will be a little bit different from the previous toolings that we have. The back will not open anymore to be kind of consistent with the other Koenigsegg program model. Sorry, and of course this is a Global 64 car, so the wheels do roll. Again, the new MOM and the TWC membership will go on sale on Jan 1, so New Year's at 10 p.m. Hong Kong time. So stay tuned for further announcements. Last part of the general updates is Tarmac Carts. We want to kind of dedicate a portion of this to Tarmac Carts. We've started to get a lot of the carts graded. So for the new collectors coming into trading cards, this is something that is kind of new for us as well. Model cars obviously do not get grading. Grading is quite common for like if you're buying diamonds, for example. But for trading cards, it is quite a common thing. Once the cards are graded, it has the grading on the card itself. We call it a slab, which is a protective case with the grading information. So there are quite a few companies out there who do all these gradings. One of the ones that we're closely working with is CGC Cards. There's PSA, there's Beckett, there's other like Tag, Arena as well. So cards get graded. Why do you need to get it graded? Is because it kind of guarantees a certain value, a certain certification for the card, if you will. It's also much easier to trade the card. So imagine going to shows, going on eBay, buying the card. If it is already graded, you kind of don't even need to check whether the card is kind of damaged or it has any defects, because the companies like CGC already kind of checks it for you, right? So it makes it really simple to do grading. Normally, the grading cost is about 15 to USD per card. It takes about 1 month to get the grading. There are express services out there which you can grade it, within 5 business days. For example, of course, the cost is a little bit higher. So we've started to get some of the cards back. We have the Maya cards, the Hannah cards, the Liberty Walk Kato cards as well, and very happy to report that we have gotten quite a number of 9.5 and 10s, even pristine 10s. And as you can see on the screen, this is the Hannah Burton blue parallel card. As you can see, there are a lot of 10 grades, which is basically mint, and then the pristine 10 from CGC is basically a perfect grade. Not easy to get this. I think we have 3 of them. So just really proud of the production part of it. Some of these cards we're going to be offered with a new product, which is something that we're calling a graded slabs. So basically, for those collectors who don't want to go through the trouble of sending the cards to grading, we're going to help you and kind of help you kind of pre-grade it first. Going to put it into an envelope. So, for example, you're buying the Hannah cards. It's already pre-graded. I don't think we're going to put in anything below 9, and I don't think we have anything below 9, to be honest. Anything above 9.5 is a very, very good grade. So you basically will get the package with the card, with the protective slab, with the grading as well, so that it kind of saves you the trouble of buying the card and then having it kind of graded or sending it to the US, for example, to get it graded. So again, more to come soon. This is something that we're going to be offered. It's going to be a graded slab. It comes with a really nice envelope, comes with already a pre-graded card. And then new products wise, we are pushing for the Liberty Walk Event Special Volume 2. This is going to be a 4-card. Maybe there's a secret card inside. 4+1 card pack that we are aiming to launch in Tokyo Auto Salon in January. And then the big announcement is our first ever pack for RWB. And this is also going to be a 4+1 pack for Tokyo Auto Salon as well. So we're pushing, and hopefully we can make it for January for the Tokyo Auto Salon. So that's it for Tarmac Cards update. We hope that we can give you more information every single month on Tarmac Cards, as we can kind of see in the market. There's more and more people kind of getting into this collection, and then there's this big news that we forgot to put in there is that the black one of one Kato card has been pulled by a guy named Ivan in Indonesia. Indonesia has always been a huge, very big supporter for the trading cards, and the one of one card so happened landed in Indonesia, which is not a big surprise because again they gobbled up a lot of our trading cards. And as a reminder, we do have a buyback program. So Ivan, if you're watching, as always, the offer still stands. Is 1,000 USD for that particular autograph card by Kato. Is a one of one black card. I think I'm not sure, but he might be holding on to it or receiving offers already. So more updates on that. But finally, that card has been pulled. Congratulations, huge congrats to him, and yeah, I hope you keep it for a while at the very least before you decide to sell it or you decide to trade it. All right, so let's move on to the November release. The November release one was released on November 7th and 8th. As you can see from the group photo, we have quite a few items in there. A couple of things I wanted to kind of highlight. The first one is the Audi R8 LMS GT3 Evo 2. This was the Macau GT Cup as well, the Hello Kitty R8. This was our second year collabing with Sanrio and Uno Racing. And it was a livery to celebrate the 50th anniversary for Hello Kitty. This particular set comes with also a pack of Tarmac cards. There are 2 cards inside, as you can see, card 1 and card 2. The one to chase is the Hello Kitty parallel and the Bo Pink parallel. The Bo Pink parallel is a very rare one with a serial number up to only 250. As you can see on the card 2, we try to also kind of emphasize our design of this particular car. We use a sort of a patch a design, if you will. So we wanted to kind of make you understand how that design came about and to kind of highlight that. And the card 1 is an actual race picture from Macau GP. The second car I wanted to highlight is the Mitsubishi Fuso Super Great truck. This is the Eva Racing truck with really cool graphics, both on the outside and especially on the inside. I hope that you guys really like this truck because it took the team quite a bit of work to get all the graphics into, especially on the inside part. It wasn't easy, so it was quite challenging, but I think we were quite happy with the end result. And yep, so this is the November release number 1. Moving on to the November release 2. This will be released on the 28th of November for TWOC members and 29th for the public. A number of highlights. The first one being also a Fuso Canta truck. This is the mobile display truck. This is a brand new tooling. Fits most of the regular 164 cars inside the display areas. I've seen this truck actually in Japan, and it's quite common in Europe as well. They can put a Formula 1 car inside and showcase it, drive it around. I think it's a pretty cool idea for this mobile display truck. So it's again something a bit different in the market. This is a new tooling for us. There are a couple of event specials. The first one being the Vertex Nissan Silvia S14, the Haidudu with the Haidudu livery designed by Haidudu themselves in Indonesia. This was launched at the Indonesia Modification Expo as a special edition, and now for those of you overseas, you can get them at our web store. The next one is also a Vertex Nissan Silvia, but this is an S15. This is the Hello Kitty drift car. with a very special graffiti look and feel for Hello Kitty. And this was sold at the Indonesia Diecast Expo. Both of them are Global 64, and again, for those of you at overseas, you're gonna be able to get this particular car at the web store. Moving on is Tarmac cards, and finally we have this pack of Maya Orido Special Edition Volume 1. As you might know, we ran into some production issues in the beginning, and this is common again for anything new. We wanted to ensure that the quality of the cards are up to a certain standard, so we had to pull this from one of the factories and actually remake them all, basically. And so we're really happy that this card is finally here. It's 4 cards per pack. As you can see, card 1 to card 4 as we loop through the designs. There are special parallels within each design. There's the Neptune Blue, which is Maya's favorite color. This is the Neptune Blue color, matching her GR86 basically. And this is a serial number up to 199. And then a very rare, what we call the 559 parallel, and the number is to 59 cards only. The reason for 59 is her birthday, basically, is May 9th, and her sister's birthday is May 5th, and this is why her dad, the one and only Max Orido, named their brand 559, and so this is a special up to number 59, the 559 parallel. All right, so moving on from the releases to pre-orders. This is the pre-order one, which we already have announced, and let's go through it quickly. The first car, which is a new tooling for the Global 64 lineup, is the Porsche 911 GT3 996 in silver. All of these are targeted for an April 25 release. This was the first 911 GT3 model. And again, this is a new tooling. Next up, we have one of my favorites, the Saab 900 Turbo Convertible in yellow. Is a new tooling with Tarmac carts. And again, the pack of carts will come with 2 carts, cart 1 and 2. I especially love the design for this particular Saab model. We got the inspirations from a lot of the old magazine advertisements. And so if there's a nostalgic look to it, which is, I think is very cool. We have the Saab parallel. We also have the Disco parallel, which is limited to 199. So this will be a combo set with the motor car and the pack of trading cards. Next up, we have our very first Fanta model. As you've probably seen before, we have the Coca-Cola, we have the Sprite, and now it's Fanta's turn. And this is the Datsun Bluebird 510 wagon. I want to talk a little bit about the vintage design. As you can see there, you have the Fanta logo, but in Japanese. So I was imagining that this car was something that maybe Fanta would use for to going to the beach to promote their brand. And that's why there's a surfboard on the top as well. Very vintage Fanta logos and designs. And I really love this. It has a sort of like a Hawaiian feel to it, but it's a Japanese car, obviously. Yeah, and I really love the design on this thing. Moving on is the McLaren MCL 60. This is the Spanish Grand Prix 23 qualifying round driven by Lando Norris with a P3 board. This is the Triple Crown livery, as you can see, the black and then the white in the middle and then the orange, the papaya in the back to celebrate 3 iconic wins for McLaren. Next up, we have the Mercedes-Benz C63 AMG Coupe Black Series in the silver metallic. Of course, this is a very classic, iconic color for any Mercedes. And this is the C63 Black Series. Next up, we have a truck, which is the Mitsubishi Fuso Canter. This is an OG brand, which is a beer brand, with a Okinawa-inspired style. So you can, as you can see, the livery, the design is different from both sides. Very funky, very colorful colors, and on the can you can actually see there's a Datsun 510 in there, which is pretty cool as well, and something that we'll show you a little bit later. All right, last up for this particular pre-order is Tarmac cards. So we had the Maya Orito card, and now we have the Hannah Burton Special Edition Volume 1. Again, it's her first ever pack of trading cards. Same idea with 4 cards per pack. Both of these Hannah and Maya cards are limited to only 3,000 packs worldwide. 4 cards per pack. There's card 1, card 2 to 4, as we can loop through some of the designs. What you want to chase is going to be the Hannah 213 parallel, so limited to 213 pieces, all serial numbered. Why 213 is because of her racing number on her car. And then there's the very, very rare Jade parallel, one of her favorite colors, only up to 27. The reason being 27 is her current age. So this is going to be a very, very rare, again, all serial number to up to 27. All right. We're moving on to the second pre-order in November. And these cars you probably have not seen yet from our social. The first, this particular pre-order is going on the 26th, and here it is. This is the Bisimoto Porsche 935 K3V. It comes with also a pack of Tarmac cards. Very, very funky styling on these cards to match the funky style of the car livery. There's card 1 with the base card, silver parallel, and a disco parallel up to 199, and then card 2 with a Bisimoto limited edition parallel as well. This is a fully electric 935 custom built with a Tesla powertrain. So it's a pretty special car. Big shout out to Bisimoto in the US for collaborating together for this particular car. Next up, we have another Hobby 64. This is the Nissan Nismo GDR LM. This is the 24 Hour of Le Mans 1995, number 22. This finished 10th overall and 5th in class. Again, these are all targeted for an April release. Going back to the Hannah-Burton cards, those are targeted for December release. So yeah, it's going to be next month for the Hannah-Burton cards, but we're doing the pre-order right now. All right, next up, another Hobby 64. This is the Datsun 510 OG beer. As you saw from the OG beer can design, the 510 was featured in the cover photo, and this is the kind of reimagined Datsun 510, matching with the Canter truck that we showed before. Next, we have the Porsche 911 GT3R in the Falcon livery. This was raced in the Nürburgring 24 hours in 2023. And it finished 10th overall amongst 135 cars. Next, we have the Ferrari F355 Challenge Presentation Model. This is a presentation livery with the number 355 on the door, with really cool looking red bucket seats inside as well. All right, following that is also a Ferrari model. This time is the 458 Italian GT3 in white with yellow headlights. The reason for the yellow headlights is for endurance races. They use that for the night race, the nighttime, to give them better visual at nighttime. All right, that does it for all the pre-orders and the new releases, and we move on to the sneak peek part of the IG Live, and we have a very, very cute one for you. This is a Global 64 Nissan S Cargo. This is one of my favorite cars. While a lot of people like the supercars and things like that, I'm inspired by all these like very cute cars. This was a very retro type of design. It stands for small cargo. The exterior was inspired by the Citroen 2CV. It was manufactured from 1989 to 1991. In fact, I think a week ago, I actually saw one on the street here in Hong Kong. Not a lot of them in here, but still some in Japan. And an old friend, Jeff, from the US, actually has one in the US as well, which is quite interesting. And as you can see, the back door can open. Just gonna let it spin, and there are two wheels, a wheel type as well. And again, this is the Nissan S Cargo. This is the first shot. The target release date will be Q2 of 25. All right. We then move on to the giveaway part. It's an easy one. Let's talk about the prizes first. It's going to be the R8 LMS GT3 Evo 2. It was all sold out in Macau, but we saved a few of them for you. We have 5 cars in total. It's going to be the Kuromi or the Cyber Formula version, and the winner can actually pick the choice. So the question being, what year was Tarmac Works founded? I can't think of an easier question. Please message us at our IG PM after this live stream ends. Do not post the answer on the comment section. We're not going to look at that, and you're going to give the answer away. So, what year was Tarmac Works founded? Easy enough. Hopefully, congrats to the winners. And let me go through some questions. I think we do have time, and people are still posting the year on the comment section. Do not do that. You're just giving the answer away, whether or not this is the right answer or not. Please send us by private message, and people are still posting. All right. Some of the questions, what we have is, when would the EVA truck drop? This will be the November 7th. It's already dropped. Porsche 959. We're making the first samples right now, and the pre-order should be coming pretty soon. Can't wait for my EVA truck. Hoping for more EVA cars in the future. Yes, we've done quite a few EVA models with them, and that should continue, and there should be some more cars coming. Would love to see an update of the GR Yaris WRC. Yes, we're making the samples right now. Again, pre-order hopefully coming quite soon. Any updates for the Porsche GT1? There's some modification to the tooling, but it is also coming very soon as well. Let me just scroll through any new license for 25. Yes, we have. Chimera. Just going to throw it out there. We've done the Lancia 037. We have signed a licensing deal with Chimera, so that will be coming. It's in development. For those of you who don't know what Chimera is, you can Google it or look for them in IG on Instagram. Fantastic looking model, retro mod for the Lancia 037. RDR8 LMS 2024 for 143 scale. Yeah, that we are going to develop that for sure. When will it come? I would probably say Q3 24. Is there any future plan for Kuromi? Definitely. Thanks to the very popular Kuromi car in Macau, we will have the like the car last year. We'll have the race version for the Kuromi. We'll also have the 143 scale. Quite a few people have been asking for the 118, including myself. I don't know we're going to develop that, but I certainly hope we will. With the 18 scale is always very tricky, but who knows? Never say never. So that will be coming. Tarmac with military vehicle. That's an interesting one. Not something that I'm particularly familiar with, but Ferrari F50 Charles Guan. I would love that model. Pending approval from Ferrari. Would love to make that model. Yes, to GRRS Rally 1 and Rally 2. Yes, very good looking rally cars. So those are coming. Let me just, I'm just sorry, I'm just scrolling through some of the questions that I can answer. Some I might not be able to, but glad someone is excited for the S-Cargo with 3 exclamation marks. That's awesome. Thank you for joining. That's about it. I don't want to take up more of your time. thank you again for joining the IG Live. The next one will be coming, of course, next month in December. Lots more coming, a lot of new collaborations that are in discussion. I hope I can tell you right now, but unfortunately we cannot yet. But yeah, a lot of exciting things coming. In terms of events, will be the next one I'm attending will be the Tokyo Auto Salon in January in Tokyo. So if you're around, hope to see you there. Otherwise, thank you for joining again, and have a great night, great day wherever you are. Thanks a lot.